do you make of these lineup changes and how they might impact the Edmonton Oilers?
Anytime you make a lineup change, right, you're going for some sort of spark boost. Maybe this isn't one with Vincent Desharnais coming in. It's really going to move the needle a ton. But at the end of the day, you just need. He's a good defenseman. He's played a lot of games in these playoffs. He's a great penalty killer. They need to find some better cohesion on their back end. And they haven't had it. And the one guy when Desharnais comes out, Broberg comes in. He was good.
He's been really good.
You mentioned it. His minutes were up in game one, so you kind of figured maybe it's not him.
Mm-hmm.
So then I kind of was thinking yesterday on the show, Cece's probably the one you're thinking about.
Odd man out.
But you needed to shake up something, and Chris Knobloch did that here. It looks like we're going to get Vinny Desharnais in here for game two.
Well, we got to kind of give some flowers to Broberg. I think he's forced the hand of Knobloch to keep him in there, and obviously there's conversation with Paul Coffey, but Desharnais, I think it's a good piece, man in, man out. They're both righties. They both play physical. I think Desharnais is more going to be there, a little bit of a backstopper for Nursey, and even more defensive, and hopefully Nursey can get up in the rush more and get on the rush, not be so much on his heels, and maybe he'll protect Nurse a bit. But he's capable of doing it. He's done it all year. He's serviceable defenseman, good on the PK. But I mean, all the changes Knobloch's made this playoffs have all worked out. They've all panned out off of losses, and he's got a good heartbeat, good pulse in the room there.
And the one thing I want to point out, Dubes, is you've got the strongest asset of Darnell Nurse is his legs. And listen,
Yeah.
we can. I don't believe that Darnell Nurse has been. These games are not his fault. It's been a grind. It's been a grind. His D partners and whomever he's on the ice with, it's just one of those stretches where every time you're on the ice, it seems like you're getting scored against, right? And this is a good move, though, if Desharnais is his D partner, because like you said, a little more stay at home. Let Darnell, and this is a way, hey, don't overthink it. Just let your instincts take over. Skate. Get going.
You got a young guy with
play
you.
with some conviction here, and we'll see if there's a way, whoever he's out there with, it can kind of unlock that, because he's got to get his feet moving a little bit more.
Yeah, and it's a small little subtle change. It's nothing crazy that we think is gonna magically change. Obviously the Oilers need to put the puck in the net, but you just never know. This is the depth that you have at this point of the year. You want to have 8-9 defensemen, guys that you can slide in. Whatever it is, if it's just little bit of a different look, little bit of a different feel, a little bit of a different energy, you just have to make these subtle changes when you lose game 1 3-0. Something's got to change. You're not going to go back to the exact same recipe, even though they played a great game and they all agree they played a great game, but it just you need to make some subtle change, and I like the move for now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see CC back at some point, but you got Desharnais coming back in, maybe a little boost, a little energy with having the game off. He's played most of the playoffs, so
and legs.
And legs, and you never know. Slide CC out for a game, maybe he comes back with a boost and a little extra steam, and that's what they need.
Yeah, I don't think it's the end of CC. He'll be back, and they've shown in game to move the pairings around. Other than Ekholm and Bouchard, I could see that unit of 4 getting mixed and matched depending how the game goes. I think they'll get a little creative with it to kind of shelter some of those guys. And I could see Desharnais with Broberg at times. I can see Kulak maybe go back with Nurse. So I think nothing's off the table with that group of 4.
I hate 11 and 7, but I thought after game 1 they were maybe going to do that.
Yeah, I know.
So it doesn't look like it.
I like their depth up front, so it's like it's
you don't
tough to kind of say.
Steal from your front end to help the back.
They need goals.